different type of motion, what are the suitable examples to understand, to identify or to observe the different type of motions in our day-to-day life. So what I'm talking here, by discussing such a those, what are the different examples in our day-to-day life, in our daily activities, while we are performing in different activities, we have to observe what type of motion we are performing. Such as those to identify, to understand in our daily life, in our surroundings, we are going to discuss today some of the solutions to make somewhat improve our learning. Understand? Somewhat improve our knowledge on the types of motion. Understand? The particular situation is belongs to or describes to which type of motion. That we'll discuss today. Today we are going to about solutions on types of motion. Solutions on types of motion. What we are discussing? Solutions on types of motion. So what are those? In our last class we discussed somewhat a few solutions, a few questions we raised on the motion and the rest. Next, then we'll talk about right now what is the question to take. The motion of the arm, the motion of the arm, the motion of the arm of a shoulder marching along the road is marching along the road is. And one more we'll write to talk about that. Which of the following shows a motion in a straight line. A motion in a straight line. Coming to this, in this position I am giving a train on a straight bridge. Train on a straight bridge. And one more I am giving to you to understand further. Tree swaying. And one more, child on a merry-go-round. Last thing for that, what you can say, the body moves in, otherwise we can talk about all the above. See here what I'm saying one more, the motion of the second second hand of a clock is second hand of a clock is. See that what I'm saying to you, the motion of the arms of the shoulder marching along the road is. How the arms are making? How the arms are making? See, by that march past they are doing by shoulders, the arms of shoulder making a march past on the road. See how like that. So by moving by this, what happened? It's making what the body moving to and fro. The body moving into and fro of the motion. The body describes, or the to and fro of the motion of your body describes what? Oscillatory motion. By making such a like, what happened? The body moving to front and coming to back, and it makes a number of vibrations to take same. Means the body moves in the same path to make to and fro of the motion. The body takes same path, means the body will travel in the same path and takes the same time to move to and fro. Means to make the back and forth. The body which possesses back and forth of the motion, that's considered what? Oscillatory motion. What we can consider? Oscillatory motion. This is the motion of the arms of the shoulder marching along the road is what we can say? Oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion. Okay. And coming to see here, which of the following shows a motion in a straight line? Do you understand this? Which of the following shows a motion in a straight line? Which shows what a motion in a straight line? When you make out the body which is moving on a straight line, then you can say that body describes which motion? Translatory motion, otherwise linear motion. Otherwise, you can call it rectilinear motion. What you can call? Rectilinear motion. The body moving in a straight line. The body which poses are moving in a what? A straight line, that describes in rectilinear motion. What is rectilinear motion? So we observe these options: train on a straight bridge, train on a straight bridge, and free swaying, and child on a merry-go-round. Otherwise, whole. See, train on a straight bridge. Train on a straight bridge means the train, a body moving on the straight road. That consists of what? Rectilinear motion for following what? The body motion means it shows the motion in a straight line. So which is moving on a straight line? So train on a straight bridge. Train on a straight bridge. Coming to that, the motion of the second hand of a clock is the motion of the second hand of a clock. So how the second hand is moving in a wall, in a clock? It is moving in a what? In a circular path. In a circular path. The body which is moving in a circular path, that describes moving with a circular motion. Moving with a circular motion. So what we can say here? Circular motion. Circular motion. Because it is moving in a circular path. The second hand in a clock is moving in a what? A circular path. That's why it describes circular motion. I understand? Such like we have to make clarify on ourselves. What we finish, we are discussing different type of examples to write to understand the types of motion. So let's discuss some more. The body is imported. The body is imported. Motion from rest. Motion from rest. In a straight line. Straight line. In a straight line. If it is then obstructed by, if it is then obstructed by an opposing force. Opposing force. Then see here, the body is imported motion from rest. It came from rest to motion in a straight line. See, imagine this is a body moving on a straight line. moving on a straight line by this direction. After some distance traveled by the body, it obstructed by opposite force. It obstructed by the opposite force. It obstructed by the opposite force. Then what will happen? So it sure, the body sure will come slow down. Comes slow down and finally it comes to rest. Surely the body will slow down. Means it decreases the speed. It decreases the speed. It decreases the speed by acting opposite force. So by that what happens? The body comes to the rest. Understand? One more we can discuss here. Circular motion is the special case of circular motion is the special case of. What I'm saying to you, circular motion is a special case of what? Circular motion means what we discussed. The body which is moving in a circular path. The body which is moving in a circular path. Then you can say the body describes circular motion. Suitable to the type of motion is there? Any suitable motion is there? Other type of motion is there suitable for circular motion? Yes, of course. What is there? The body which is rotates in it by its own axis. The body which is rotates in its own axis without changing its position. What is the type of motion? Can you answer that? What a rotatory motion. It is also moving in a circular path, but in its fixed path. In its fixed path, in its own axis. It never changes its. What you can say? It never changes its position. Second, the hands in a clock. They are rotating a circular path, but it is not changing its position. It is fixed by rotating itself. By that, it is also example for rotatory motion. Example for rotatory motion. That's why what we can say here, circular motion is a special case for what? Rotatory motion. What we can say, whole rotatory motions are not a circular motion. Most of the circular motions will become as a rotatory motion. Understand? So by that we can discuss that. And coming to that, we have to recognize and remember oscillatory motion is also known as oscillatory motion is also known as what you may call oscillatory motion. What you may call that? Oscillatory motion is also known as what we can call that? We can call linear motion. Is it possible to call oscillatory motion as linear motion? Oscillatory motion is a linear or otherwise circular motion. We can call that oscillatory motion is also known as linear or circular. Is it? No more. We can talk about oscillatory motion is also known as to and fro motion. To and fro motion. Otherwise, we can write to and fro motion. We can call to and fro motion, back or forth motion. What you can call another one? Back or forth motion. Means forth motion. What I'm saying to you, what you may call oscillatory motion by another way, to and fro motion, back and forth motion. We may call oscillatory motion as a to and fro or back or forth motion. Okay, we have to remember the definitions of those where we may utilize that. And coming to that, one more we can talk about the motion along a straight line is called what we can call the motion along a straight line. The motion along a straight line is called what we can call. I will give some examples so you can identify. Vibratory, okay, and one more I'm giving to you. Vibratory and stationary, circular, stationary, circular, linear. See what we can say answer for that. The motion along a straight line is called. The motion along a straight line. The body which is moving in a straight line path. The body which is moving in a straight line path. What we may call? So we can call the body which is moving in a straight line call that body means that body which is moving in a straight line path or straight line. That body describes rectilinear motion. What it describes? Rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion. The body which is moving in a straight line path, it describes rectilinear motion. It describes rectilinear motion. But options not there such as those to identify. I given vibratory motion, stationary, circular, linear. By looking those four options, we can identify stationary is not a type of motion. Stationary means it is a rest. What you can say? Rest. Stationary means rest. Okay. So it is not a type of motion. We can go with vibratory, circular, and linear. So which is following the rectilinear motion? Rectilinear motion is a part of the translatory motion. What is? It is a part of what? Translatory motion, or what we can call linear motion, or linear motion. So by that what we can say, the motion along a straight line is called linear motion. What we can call linear motion. Understand? Such as by we have to clear that question. Say next time. A person sitting in a speeding bus. A person sitting in a speeding bus. I'm sending you. Person sitting in a speeding bus. Is at rest with respect to? Is at rest respect to? Do you understand the question? A person sitting in a speeding bus, the bus which is moving at a particular speed. The bus is moving with a particular speed. But you sat, means a person sat at inside the speed of a bus, speeding bus, which is moving with a speed. Then they are saying the person is in rest. The person is in rest with respect to the what? With respect to what? So rest means what you have said, what we may talk about that the body which does not change its position. The body which does not change its position with respect to the surroundings in a given interval of time. What you can say, rest means the body which does not change its position with respect to the surroundings in a given interval of time. So what we can say here, so the body should not change its position with respect to the surroundings in a given interval of time. The bus is moving with a particular amount of speed. That person sat at inside the bus, moving of a bus. But they are saying that person is rest. Person in a rest. How like with respect to what? So we can say that person never changes his position with respect to the co-passengers. What about co-passengers? With respect to the co-passengers, what happens? The person never changes that position. by giving interval of time. Understand? So with respect to the co-passengers, what happened? The person in rest. The person in rest. Coming to that one more, we can talk about which of the following does not show oscillatory motion. Which of the following does not show, what is that? Oscillatory motion. Oscillatory motion. So what we can say here, swings, fans, seesaws, and pendulum. What I'm saying to you, which of the following does not show oscillatory motion? Which does not show oscillatory motion. So by giving these four, which not following the oscillatory motion, what is the first oscillatory motion? First you must remember that. What is the meaning of oscillatory motion? Can you answer that? Oscillatory motion means the to and fro motion. The to and fro motion of your body is nothing as what oscillatory motion are. The back and forth of the motion, the back and forth of the motion of your body follows oscillatory motion. Means the body moving in a particular path to move to and fro. To and fro means the to and fro of the moving body in a particular path without changing position in a given interval of time. The body moving in the same path to move front and back, to move up and down, okay, but not changing its shape, not changing its shape. It can change the position but not changing shape. So that is the oscillatory motion. See here, finger, a cordal. The cordal can move from one end to another end. Is it or not? Suppose this is a branch of tree and this is a cordal. What is this? Is cordal. So a person starts. So two persons are start in a cordal. It moves from one end to another end. From one end of the extreme position to another end of the extreme position. One end of the extreme position to another end of the extreme position. Means it is moving from to and fro in the same path without changing the shape. That's why it is making oscillation from one end to another end with a given interval of time. So it's following the oscillatory motion. So it is following. Swing is following. Swing is following. Okay. And seesaw, to cut the wood, trunks or trees. Is it? It moves to and fro of the motion in the same path, in the same path. Is it or not? Of course, we know this is imagine. What is this? Is a trunk. What is that? Trunk. This is a what? Seesaw. Okay. See there, what I'm saying, it moves to and fro of the motion in the same path without changing the shape. So it is also following what? Oscillatory motion. It is also following oscillatory motion. Pendulum clock, already we discussed, same as a finger. Same as a finger. So it is also making what? To and fro of the motion, of back and forth of the motion in the same path without changing its shape. So pendulum also following what? Oscillatory motion. Then what about next thing, fan? A fan, how like the fan rotating? How the fan is rotating? Can you answer that? The fan rotates in its own axis, without changing its position. The fan can rotate in its own axis, without changing its position. So, the body which rotates in one axis without changing its position, what you may call rotatory motion. Fan following what? Rotatory motion. Rotatory motion. So, question is which not following the oscillatory motion means fan is not following the oscillatory motion. Fan not following the oscillatory motion. Understand? Okay? Then, coming to that, one more we'll discuss. The motion described by a string of violin. By a string of violin. So I'm giving to that oscillatory and one more translatory and circular and vibratory. The motion described by a string of violin. See here. Violin. What is the violin? Can you? To make the violin with a small stick on the metallic bar. Okay. See here. When you are making what vibration on the string means that when you are the motion of a string of a violin, when you are touching that string, it makes the vibration. It makes the vibration. Due to the vibration, the air that inside the dome or hollow shape, it makes the vibration and produces the sound. So see here, oscillator means to and fro motion. There is no chance. And translatory means the body should move in a straight line path or otherwise circular path. Circular means here translator means in the straight line path is a rectilinear, curved path is a curvilinear. In this circular motion, the body moves in a circular path. Vibratory motion means the string makes a vibration in a violin. So by that we are getting sound from that. So that's why the string of the violin following what? Vibratory motion. What is following? Vibratory motion. Or understand? String of the violin following what? Vibratory motion. Then coming to the back, one more we'll discuss. See here, I'm saying to you what is the common in the motion exists shown in figure. Common thing. See here, one is a person singing. A person singing in a swing. And second thing is rotation of the earth. Rotation of the earth. And next thing is playing guitar and pendulum clock. Pendulum clock. Otherwise, pendulum. What you can say? Pendulum. So which is the common thing? Which is the common thing? Which is the common motion is following in this? Four are suitable examples for the common motion, a type of motion. See, a person swinging in a swing, the to and fro of motion, rotation of the earth, it is rotating in its own axis in a circular path, and playing guitar, it's making vibration, and pendulum, it is also to and fro motion. Different are there, different motions are suitable for different examples, but what I am asking to you, common motion is present on that. These four examples we can talk in a single type of motion. What is that? Let's we discuss. A person swinging in a swing means this is already we discussed before on just before. This is a swing. This is swing. Persons are what happens? Swinging in that swing. Means it makes to and fro motion. Okay, not a problem. It takes the same interval of time to move front and back, to fro and to of the motion. Means we are identifying the interval of time is constant to move front and to come back. How much time is taking to move front and to come back? So that interval time is constant. So that's why it's following a periodic motion. What we can say? Example. What is periodic motion? And also we can say this is a oscillatory motion. Now we are talking about periodic motion and rotation of the earth. The rotation and revolution of the earth takes 24 hours on its one axis. Generally, it is rotating in its one axis. That's why we can call it rotatory motion. But what I am saying, it takes equal amount of time, equal interval of time to finish one complete rotation and revolution around the sun. Rotation of its one axis. So it's following periodic motion. Rotation or revolution of the earth following periodic motion. Okay, common thing I'm talking about. Remain after what oscillatory or rotator, whatever. And playing guitar, the strings will play in equal interval of time. Is it done, Mark? The rhythmic sound comes by an equal interval of time. So by that what happens? It is also following periodic time. Means periodic motion. And also pendulum. We know already discussing the thing same as. So what you can say? All are examples for motion of a pendulum. All are examples for motion of a period. Motion of a period means the four examples for periodic motion. Examples for the periodic motion means these four examples describes the motion of periodic. Motion of the periodic. Understand? See, what we are discussing, dual motions we are identifying. Before we discuss such those examples in particular different motions, now we are discussing for another motion. Then coming to the one more example. The nature of the motion of the pulley. The motion of the pulley in the activity shown. In the activity shown. See here how like that. This is a support. What is that? Support. And coming to that. This is what we may call pulley. Okay. And if you are coming to see one. See here, this is a load. Load is lifting. Load is lifting by pulling by a person. Pulling by person. See here, this is a string. What is this? String. Of course, this is string, and this is a load. See, this is a pulley. Nature of the motion of the pulley. Nature of the motion of the pulley in the activity. So by pulling by person, the string passes through the pulley. Means what happens? The pulley starts to rotate on its own axis by pulling the string. By pulling the string with help of person. See here, when the person pulls the string passes through the pulley. The pulley starts to rotate its own axis. They ask you the nature of the motion of a pulley. What is the nature of motion? The pulley starts to rotate in its own axis. In its own axis without changing the position. Then you can say the pulley moving in this activity with a rotational motion. With what? Rotational motion. Is it or not? What about that? Rotational motion. Understand? Are you clear about that? Do you understand? Coming to that. The nature of the motion of the nature of the motion of the weight on the activity given in the above question. Means before what we discussed in that question, what is the motion of the weight? The weight is moving to upwards, is it or not? The weight is moving to upwards in the same path, in the straight path. The body which is traveling a straight path, that follows what? Rectilinear motion. So by pulling by thread or string over the pulley, the weight pulling by straight line path in a straight line path, so it is moving in a straight line path. So what you can say, the weight is possessed what a rectilinear motion. What is that? Rectilinear motion. And coming to that, what is that? Rectilinear motion. Understand? Then coming to that, one more we'll discuss. Among the following, one is not example for curvilinear motion, which is that, say here, a stone is thrown horizontally. A stone is thrown horizontally. A stone is thrown horizontally by a boy from a height. From height. And another thing, a javelin thrown by an athlete. And coming to that, an apple falling from a tree. Apple falling from a tree. And coming to that, firing of a bullet from a gun. Firing of a bullet from a gun. What I'm saying, What is the question I'm asking? Which is not following curvilinear motion? Which is not following curvilinear motion? Curvilinear motion. Which is not following curvilinear motion. So what is the curvilinear motion first? The body which is traveling in a curved path. The body which is traveling in a curved path, then we can say that it describes the curvilinear motion. That describes in a curvilinear motion. It is a part of the translatory motion or linear motion. Coming to that, what we can say? A stone is thrown horizontally by a boy from height. What we can say? A stone is thrown horizontally by a boy from a height. See how they are throwing. This is a height. Imagine this is a height h. From here, the boy thrown a stone in horizontal. From this position, the particular person throwing a stone in this horizontal position. Then the stone will travel in a straight line path always in the horizontal? No more. After traveling some distance, what happens? The stone will change the direction. The stone will change the direction. How it will travel? By traveling that, by passing such like, and it comes to downwards. After traveling, it comes to downwards. Means it changes the direction. Means the stone will travel through the curved path. The stone travels through the curved path. So it is following curvilinear motion. It is following curvilinear motion. Following curvilinear motion. And a javelin thrown by an athlete. Javelin, a long stick which has sharp edge by throwing an athlete in a game. How it will travel? That the javelin thrown in a particular direction travels in the horizontal direction. Means it will travel in the curved path to reach the earth. So what happens? The javelin also traveling in a curved path. So you can say javelin thrown by an athlete is also following, which is a curvilinear motion. Following curvilinear motion. Okay. An apple falling from a tree. Apple falling from a tree. See, this is a tree. Okay. This is fruit. So apple fruit falls from a tree. How like it falls towards the downwards, vertically downwards from a height. Means what happens? The fruit traveling in a straight line path. The fruit traveling in a straight line path means it is following rectilinear motion. It is following rectilinear motion. Rectilinear motion means those followed curvilinear motion. Firing of a bullet from a gun. Firing of a bullet from a gun. So where we may fire the gun bullet to the target? Is it or not? Bullet from the gun into the target means so the bullet will embedded into the target without changing the direction. Without changing the direction. See if it is gun. What is this? Is gun. So bullet comes to enter the target in the straight line. So it is also following what? A rectilinear motion because the bullet travels in a straight line path without changing the direction. So that's why firing of a bullet from a gun is also following rectilinear motion. So our question is, which is not following curvilinear motion? Which is not following curvilinear motion? Which is not following curvilinear motion? An apple falling from a tree, firing of a bullet from a gun. These two are following rectilinear motion. So these two are not following the curvilinear motion. These two, a stone is thrown horizontally by a boy from height is following the curvilinear motion. And also a javelin thrown by an athlete is also following curvilinear motion because the two first are moving in a curved path or curved path. Okay, curved path. These two are moving in a straight line path. Understand? Okay. Coming to that, which of the following is one-dimensional motion? One-dimensional motion. Landing of an aircraft. Landing of an aircraft. And another thing is Earth revolve around the sun. Earth revolving around the sun. And wheels of a moving train. Wheels of a moving train. Wheels of a moving train. And one more, we're discussing about train running on a straight track. Train running on a straight track. What I'm saying you, which of the following is one-dimensional motion? Which is following one-dimensional motion. One-dimensional means single type of motion, a single direction of motion. See here, landing of an aircraft. See, this is horizontal position, this is vertical position, this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Landing, the plane is coming by this, is it or not? Plane is coming, aircraft is coming, and landing by moving downwards by changing the direction. Is it or not? Means what happened? The body first traveling in the straight line path, then after what in that? Vertically downwards to earth. Means what happened? First it followed the horizontal motion and it followed what next? Vertical motion. Means two type of motion, two direction of motion is following. So it is following what is two-dimensional motion. What is following? Two-dimensional motion. And earth revolving around the sun. Earth revolving around the sun. See here, when revolve around the sun, when it revolve around the sun, see here, see this is a sun. And in this particular path, means in that orbit, Earth is revolve. Earth revolve around the sun. It revolve around the sun. It revolve around the sun. Means what happened? So it is moving in a circular path. Moving in, imagine it is generally elliptical, but circular we are considering. Means what happened? It what happened? See, elliptical path means how like it is. See, imagine the shape of egg. Shape of egg. So first, suppose the Earth starts from here. Imagine generally Earth moves from west to east. West to east. East is towards the sun. East is towards the sun. That's why we are getting always sunrise at east. So when Earth is rises to rotate and it travels towards straight, means what happens? What it's projecting to means it's traveling to the maximum height. Means generally what you can say, vertically it is traveling, then after horizontally it is traveling. By that what happens? The revolving of the around the sun also two-dimensional motion. And wheels of a moving train, same as those two. Is it or not? By that is also two-dimensional. And train running on a straight line. Straight line. So train moving in straight path. So it is a single dimension. Single dimension. Understand? So it is a one-dimensional motion. This is one-dimensional motion. Those two are two-dimensional motion. Understand? One-dimensional motion which is following train running on a straight track, and these are following two-dimensional motion. What are those? Two-dimensional motion. Understand? We'll talk clearly about the two-dimensional motion in the next classes. Your higher classes or otherwise in this class also. To understand, just that's why we given like. Okay, what we learn about that? We learn motion, rest relates to those two types of motions with suitable examples. By raising questions, we may clarify those. What are the which type of motion is present in particular examples? And then we'll talk about next distance, displacement, displacement, speed, and velocity. What we may discuss? Distance, displacement, speed, velocity. Okay? See here what I'm saying to you, we may learn those about again. Then after in that lesson, what you may learn about, forces, different type of forces, such like we can clarify. See, by that learning distance, displacement, speed, velocity, and where you may identify the different situations to measure the distance, displacement, what are the units to measure those, and speed and velocity, what are the units to measure, what is the relation between speed and velocity, what are the relations between distance to displacement to the speed and velocity, then what we can derive, what are the types of speed and velocity are there, what are the devices to measure speed and velocity, and displacement. Such as those we may learn in our next class. So we have to remember what we finished in the class, what the types of motions and motion rest. So there is some relations to the distance, displacement, speed, and velocity to learn. Understand? So that's why you have to recall those whole. You should be perfect in that. Then we may realize by those, by understand clearly distance, displacement, speed, and velocity. So see you in the next class. Have a good day to you.